Good morning all. How are you? Today we have to start off with nitrogen cycle. We finished water cycle, we finished carbon cycle. Now one more cycle you have to learn, that is about nitrogen. So okay. So what is the importance of nitrogen? You know that nitrogen is the most abundant element in the air, or it is the most abundant gas in the air. It is about 78% of the air is composed of nitrogen and only 21% is oxygen and the other 1% is about other elements or gases. Okay. So, this nitrogen, what is the importance? To grow, we need protein. So, nitrogen is one of the element that is present in the proteins. Okay, so that is the importance of nitrogen. Apart from carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, nitrogen is also present in the proteins. Now, maybe you will think that it is the most abundant gas in the air, so it is easy for us to take in. But nitrogen, the gaseous nitrogen cannot be accepted or cannot be utilized by our body. Okay, our body can make use of nitrogen in the form of compounds that are nitrates. So we have to convert nitrogen to nitrate. So how the nitrogen is converted to atmospheric nitrogen gas is converted to nitrates, and then again this nitrate has to convert it to nitrogen gas. This is the nitrogen cycle. So this is the only thing. Nitrogen gas has to be changed or converted to nitrates, which can be utilized by animals and plants and all the all the organisms for their growth. And then the nitrates again it has to be converted back to nitrogen, then only the cycle will be completed. So how the nitrogen will convert to nitrates? There are two ways. Okay. First is by lightning. You know thunder and lightning. Lightning can fix the atmospheric nitrogen gas to nitrate. So the number one is lightning, and one more thing is there, that is root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means like dals. Okay. These plants, their roots have some nodule-like structures. Like their roots are like they have some nodules, some round structures. It contains a bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria, and this bacteria can convert atmospheric nitrogen to nitrates, and it will be kept in the soil. So another is rhizobium bacteria in the roots of leguminous plants. Okay, so these two ways the atmospheric nitrogen can be converted to nitrates. Then these nitrates will be present in the soil, and you know that who can take in nitrates from the soil? Of course, the plants. So plants will utilize nitrates to make their protein, and when we eat it, these nitrates are entering into our body. Okay, and then so nitrates are there. Then these nitrates, in one more way, these nitrates are going back to the soil. Like when the organisms die, by the decomposers, these nitrates are entering into soil. So nitrogen can be converted to nitrates in two ways, by lightning and by the rhizobium bacteria in the roots of leguminous plants. And from the soil the plants will absorb it, and when the animals eat the plants, these proteins are entering into the body of animals. When other animals eat these animals, that is also entering to their body. And when these animals and plants die, the nitrates in the body also will be getting mixed up with the soil. Then how these nitrates are converted back to the nitrogen? This is by a bacteria known as denitrifying bacteria. Okay. So by denitrifying bacteria, these nitrates are converted back to nitrogen gas. So is it clear? This is about the nitrogen cycle in simple way. You can see it in page number 271. Okay, I'll explain it. You can see the nitrogen gas in the air. The nitrogen gas in the air, it is converted to nitrates by, that is known as nitrogen fixation by lightning, and also nitrogen fixation is by bacteria in root nodules of plants. And when these plants are eaten by animals, you can see the nitrates and ammonia in the soil. When it is eaten by the animals, it is entering into, by feeding, entering into proteins in the animals, and when they die and when their excretion also, by decomposition also, the ammonia will be converted back to nitrate. It is known as nitrification. Again it is converted to nitrates and ammonia. Then these nitrates, by denitrification by some bacteria, denitrifying bacteria can convert these nitrates to nitrogen gas in the air. Okay, this is the nitrogen cycle. It's present, it is given in page 271. So you can refer that page, 271. Okay.